if I told you that the cooking oils in your kitchen might be contributing to the obesity epidemic more than the sugar in your pantry? Well, today we're going to dive into some groundbreaking research that challenges everything you've been taught about dietary fats and weight gain. For decades, we've been told that saturated fats are bad, vegetable oils are heart healthy. Well, here's the fascinating stat. Americans are eating the same number of calories that we did 20 years ago, yet obesity rates continue to climb. Meanwhile, our consumption of industrial seed oils has increased by over 1,000% since the early 1900s. Today I'm going to show you the science behind why these so-called healthy oils might be actually making us sick. Let's start with some shocking statistics. The average American now consumes about 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil every single day. That's roughly 6 to 10% of our total calories coming from what's called linoleic acid. This is the primary omega-6 fatty acid that's found in seed oils. This is a massive change from what our ancestors ate. They consumed only about 1 to 2% of their calories from linoleic acid. Some of the biggest culprits are things that are in everyday foods. Some research call them the Hateful Eight. It's soybean oil, corn oil, canola oil, cottonseed oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, grapeseed oil, and rice bran oil. Consumption alone has increased over 1,000-fold from 1909 to 1999, according to research published in the Obesity Journal. This dramatic shift coincides perfectly with the obesity epidemic that began in the 1970s and 80s. Now here's where it really gets interesting. Research from the National Institute of Health has discovered a fascinating mechanism why seed oils make us gain weight and has nothing to do with calories. When we consume high amounts of linoleic acid from seed oils, our body converts it to what's called arachidonic acid. This arachidonic acid then becomes the building block for compounds called endocannabinoids, specifically 2-AG and anandamide. If these sound familiar, they should. They're your body's natural versions of the compounds found in marijuana that gives you the munchies. A groundbreaking study published in Obesity found that mice-fed diets with 8% linoleic acid, similar to the modern American diet, had triple the levels of these appetite-stimulating endocannabinoids compared to mice eating traditional amounts. The result? They gained significantly more weight, even when eating the same number of calories. Dr. Joseph Hibbeln and colleagues at the NIH showed that this dietary increase in linoleic acid from 1% to 8% of calories led to increased food intake, higher feed efficiency, more weight gain per calorie, increased fat storage, and larger fat cells. But weight gain is just the tip of the iceberg. When seed oils are heated, which happens every time you cook them, they create a toxic compound called oxalates, oxidized linoleic acid metabolites. Research from the Journal of Lipid Research found that these oxidized compounds can damage mitochondria, your cellular powerhouse, also increase liver inflammation, promote insulin resistance, create harmful compounds like 4-HNE and malondialdehyde. Try saying that 20 times. Anyways, a study in Frontiers in Nutrition showed that repeatedly heated soybean oil increased inflammatory markers and oxidative stress significantly more than oils lower in linoleic acid. This is particularly concerning given that most restaurants reuse their frying oil multiple times. What's even more alarming is that these oxidized compounds are now found in virtually all processed foods. They're created during the industrial processing of seed oils, which involves high heat, up to 500 degrees, chemical solvents like hexane, bleaching, and deodorizing agents. Sounds appetizing. Well, defenders of seed oils often argue that it's not the oils themselves, but the ultra-processed foods that they're found in. And there is some truth to this, but it's not the whole story. Research from Harvard's School of Public Health shows that ultra-processed foods now make up over 60% of the average American's diet. These foods are typically high in seed oils, added sugars, refined flours, artificial additives, but here's the key finding. Studies that specifically isolated the effects of linoleic acid, controlling for all other factors, still found harmful effects. Now, a study published in Nature Reviews Endocrinology noted that while ultra-processed foods contribute to obesity through multiple mechanisms, the seed oils themselves appear to have independent harmful effects through 1. Disrupting appetite regulation, promoting inflammation, impairing mitochondrial function, and altering fat storage patterns. Now, it's important to note that there's an ongoing debate about this topic. However, the evidence against linoleic acid consumption is mounting. Population studies show countries with higher seed oil consumptions have higher obesity rates. Controlled trials show seed oils increase endocannabinoid levels. Mechanistic studies demonstrate how linoleic acid promotes fat storage. Clinical data links oxidative linoleic acid metabolites to liver disease. The key word here is excessive. Small amounts of linoleic acid are essential for health, but now we are consuming 5 to 10 times what our bodies are evolved to handle. So what can you do? Here are some evidence-based steps to optimize your fat intake. First of all, replace seed oils with stable cooking fats. Use tallow, avocado oil, coconut oil, or grass-fed butter. Avoid repeatedly heated oils. Skip the deep-fried foods at restaurants. Make sure that you're reading labels. Seed oils are almost in everything you can find on the shelves, from bread, salad dressings, and even healthy snacks. And focus on whole foods. The less processing, the better. The fewer ingredients, the better. So, the industrial seed oil story is just beginning to emerge. The science suggests that returning to traditional fats while maintaining a balanced whole foods diet might be one of the most important changes you can make to optimize your health going forward. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, hit that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment and below and let me know what habit you are going to change to become a healthier version of yourself. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.